Welcome to this video. We're looking at another Tolkien book here. It's actually just called, beginning with a small A Middle-earth album. And it's paintings by Joan Wyatt, inspired by Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings. Saw this in a charity shop, it was £1. I thought I have to pick you up because I've not seen you before, you look interesting and you would feature very well on this channel, I think. I've done a few Tolkien and Lord of the Rings and Hobbit style inspired books. There's the front cover there with Gandalf riding on Shadowfax there. It's a paperback book, although I do believe this was released in hardcover edition as well. It's published by Thames and Hudson, if you can see there. There is a tiny ISBN down in the bottom corner if you're interested, just there, if you want to look that up. I believe this was published in 1979. I think it says that somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Copyright 1979. And it basically, yeah, as it says here, it features 30 colour plates, so 30 paintings. Not quite sure what the medium that's been used here is. But they're full colour, look. And often full page. Some of them are portrait, a mixture of portrait and landscape. They look really interesting and they're a bit different to some of the John Howe kind of style I'm used to seeing more of. This was printed in the Netherlands. Anything interesting here? Let's have a little look. It does say that Joan started painting these illustrations in 1974 in the studio she had built in the walled garden of her 18th century cottage in Kent. All sounds very nice. Oh, it does say, look, her chosen medium was gouache. So that's what I think these will all be, gouache paintings. Here we go. Oh, yeah, look at this. Christmas 1984, back when people used to write in books. To Steve, with lots of love, Mum and Dad. Dad and Mum, 4 kisses from them. So this is actually, I think, in pretty decent condition, considering it was given in 1984. Probably bought that same year, I would imagine. It's 40 years old, is that right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, so it's looking pretty good. Slightly yellow around the edges, but nothing too bad. And, you know, the pages seem in good condition. Here's an introduction by Jessica Yates. And here's the first painting. A meal with Tom Bombadil. There's Tom Bombadil, look. Bilbo, the Hobbit, staged a public disappearance, never seen in the Shire again. So there we go, that's nice, isn't it? And now, in the barrow. Quite gory, that, slicing through the hand. So Frodo saves Pippin, Merry and Sam, who are lying down here, by hacking off the Wyatt's hand. Wow. Escape over the ford. I love this bit of the story. I love it in the films as well. Got these lot perishing in the river. It's controlled by Elrond, master of Rivendell. And it says that the white horses in the river are symbolising Gandalf's power. Moving on, love the mountains in the background and this light coming through here. Rivendell, perched high up in the side of the mountains, these nice bridges and the river. Some cobwebs. So it says the artist has deliberately mixed architectural styles to convey the picture of a fantasy castle. It's meant to be set in the early morning, the sun's coming up. Yeah, it says here also Frodo and Sam walk along the terrace. Can we see them? Oh, is there a terrace? Probably is if you look hard enough, although I can't see it right now. Somewhere maybe. Stick it in the comments if you found it. I didn't. Oh, look at this. Speak, friend, and enter. This gates to Moria. And this is the Watcher in the water. Sends out its multiple tentacles. Really eerie. They're very long. There's like hands on the end. And it says that Sam has severed one of them and is dragging Frodo inside. All in the moonlight. Right, look, there's the Balrog. Leaping quite athletically into the sky. Into the roof of the mines. Lots of fire going on and all sorts. Hurry, you fools. It's a nice one, isn't it? Look at this house. Great Mallorn. Where the elves live. Look at that ladder. It's scary, climbing up there. Don't want to fall. Like the way the light's just spilling down through that painting. And here we go. We missed one. No, the parting feast. There's a big swan boat. Off they're leaving Galadriel and those elves to move on. Oh, look at these two, Pillars of the Kings. They're depicted really well in the movies as well. I like that bit. But yeah. Aragorn is undismayed by the horror of the deep water, the high cliffs, for he recognises and greets his famous ancestors. The eye of Sauron literally beaming over in the sky. Oh, is this Boromir? Interesting, isn't it? He's got dark hair, dark long hair. Very different to the Sean Bean depiction in the movies. But I like this, like the motion of the water. Must be Legolas here. Is this meant to be Gimli and Aragorn, I presume? So off he goes, dead in his boat. Viking burial type thing. Ooh, heck, look at these. The orcs running off with a couple of hobbits. I like that. Oh my gosh, what are these baby ents? Actually, they're not that babyish, are they? But they look very happy. Look at this massive line of them proceeding along that path with Merry and Pippin. Cool. I've never seen any of this artwork before, so every page is quite delightful, really. The Hall of Edoras. I like these. Some good time has been spent on this kind of roof structure. Looks good. I've got the Siege of Helm's Deep. Hard to depict this in one photo, stroke painting, but you can see there are people arriving to try. Yeah, hard to do it justice. Such an epic scene. But there we go. Lots of tiny people that you can't really make out. The Ents destroy Isengard. Here they come. And they ain't taking no prisoners. They're hurling rocks at Isengard and generally just causing absolute destruction. Now then, look at these spooky faces in the dead marshes. Gollum looks very different. He's got a long neck, very sort of skeletal. Creepy. I like that. And there's this Frodo just sort of like being transfixed by the water. The Forbidden Pool. Minas Morgul. Here's Frodo and Sam and Gollum down here. Look at these very, very precarious steps, side of the mountain. My gosh, look at Shelob looking quite different. Terrifying as well. This big bulging body. Teeth. Don't like that. I'm not actually that bothered about spiders. Some people find that a bit terrifying, like the arachnophobes amongst us. I'm okay with that, but this is creepy in a different way. I don't like that. She's using our artistic license to show us the whole of Shelob though Frodo and Sam saw only her eyes. Bulging red eyes. Minas Tirith, Gandalf galloping. Interesting. A lot of depth to that, I like it. From the Paths of the Dead, I'm just going to skip over some of these. Dunharrow, stuff like that. It's a big statue. Gandalf confronts the Lord of the Nazgul. Look at this. Standoff. It's almost like a joust about to happen here. Good versus evil. I like all this fire just kind of like billowing out of the entrance. Oh, Eowyn and the Lord of the Nazgul. This is a good scene as well. Look at that beak. Terrifying again. Some of this is horrific. It's got an air of a Hieronymus Bosch about it, this one, with all these sort of like corpses lying defeated and sprawled about. There she is bravely standing up to, that beast of a Nazgul. The Corsairs of Umbar. Destruction at Mount Doom. Boom, it's all kicking off here. Frodo and Sam there. Looks like a little bit like one of sort of the Moomin Troll pictures, illustrations. The Eagles rescue Frodo and Sam There they are, picking them up. They could have done some... Yeah, they could have saved a lot of work if they'd just dropped that ring into the into that there Mount Doom at the beginning and saved all of this fellowship nonsense. But they didn't, so they're helping out now at the end. The death of Saruman. There he is, dead. This is back in the Shire, I believe. Yeah, with the hobbit houses. Trees are being chopped down. Sam says farewell. Frodo can find no peace in the Shire, and Eowyn grants him her place on the elven ship. So off he goes. Poor old Sam standing on the quay, saying farewell, feeling a little bit sad. I like the water tracks here and sort of ghostly reflection with the moon as well. Very nice. We've come to the end. Come to the end of the book. That was really good. I really enjoyed looking at those. Hope you did. What a find that was. What a little gem. Really nice. Thanks for watching anyway, guys, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Bye for now.